2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports.
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3 slot. Now here's Porzingis. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Powell, no good.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Doncic, no good.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas. Everything turned around from that point forward.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Anthony, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Doncic. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And it's good, 2 points.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. And the pass to Ariza. Lillard against Doncic. Now Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
A guy who just continues to earn more minutes. You know, Finney-Smith is tough, and Greg, he is effective.
He seems to become a better rebounder every year, more efficient. He'll take charges, commits hard fouls, and I don't think we've seen his ceiling. Finney-Smith is a guy you can win with.
Now here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
Porzingis is double. Passes it to Doncic. On the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. The 3 for Doncic. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, the quick trigger of Luka Doncic makes him especially dangerous in catch and shoot. Good luck, defender.
Lillard looking around. Drains the 3-pointer. Lillard's got 5.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Keeps it alive. Porzingis on the follow.
Well, there's reach, there's size, there's wingspan, and there's a knack for understanding where it's coming off. This is a very difficult thing to keep Porzingis off the window.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 5. Goes up on the high post, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Hardaway, no good.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Three-pointer, Lillard, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. And here is Powell. Here's Finney-Smith. Off target with his three. It's Ariza on the wing. There's the three. Powell pulls it in. Dallas leading by 3. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Fires the three. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 9.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to defense.
I think it comes from the inner.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And, guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
We've got Rodney Hood. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Little. And it's Trent in at the point. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Here's Curry with the three. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Collins is running. Hood with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. Fires the three. Hood can't get it to go. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trail by 1. Curry can't get it to go. Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Little dishes to Whiteside. Outside Hood. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Curry against Hood. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Here's Whiteside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
It's his first trip to the line.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
The Mavericks trailing. Curry deciding where to go with it. And a miss there on the triple.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Hood for 3. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Whiteside's got the lead up to 3 now for Portland.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
It's Curry outside, and it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Down low. Stolen by Collins. And they're moving it up. Got a piece of it. Kleba with it. He's picked up by Collins. And Wright kicks to CLA Stein. 1:44 left in the first half of the game. Trailblazers leading by 3. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Trent passes to Little. He dishes it to Whiteside. Count it. Whiteside's got 7 points for the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
1:10 left here in the second. To the left wing. Here's Kleba. CLA Stein tips it back in. CLA Stein's got his first 2 points.
And with his vertical reach, you expect CLA Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Hood, the pass to Whiteside. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Little kicks to Hood. Beyond the arc. The shot will not fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Here's Curry with the 3. It's hauled in by Trent.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Back to Collins. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Trent's got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Kleba. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Hood for 3. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, man, just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following him.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Some good action during the period, as it was just a 1. Thanks for joining us.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Hardaway is out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. From deep three-point range, Portland with a new 14. McCollum finds Anthony. Ariza outside. Now here's Lillard. Tries yet again. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get the bucket. Nurkic has got the lead up to 13 now for Portland. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 15 points.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Finney Smith. His three-pointers off the mark. And here are the Trailblazers stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. No coverage that time. McCollum's got his second bucket of the night.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And it's Doncic missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's Doncic, and he lays it straight in. Doncic has got his third basket of the night right there.
Just another way Luka Doncic is such a tough cover. This guy's knack for getting into the painted area and converting both easy shots and contested shots.
And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's his first foul. And Portland making a change here. Trent's checked in. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. And Curry subbed in for Luka Doncic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr. Whoa!
Lillard outside. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Curry outside, good on the three-point shot. Curry's got 6.
Well, you cannot let Seth Curry have room to shoot on the perimeter. You are asking for trouble.
And a wide open look for McCollum. Tries again. Trent passes to Nurkic. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For Portland, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. First one falls for him.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves.
Whiteside's checked in for Anthony. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Mavericks. It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds in the game.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
No good on that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Portland out in front, running away with this one. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Collins is out there with Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Whiteside. And it's Simons in at the 1. That's the group on the floor for Portland. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Out to the right wing. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Swanigan kicks to Hood. There's the triple. Buries the long-range jumper.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Wright finds Brunson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Now here's Little. Here's Simon. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Pass to Collins. Here's Simons. Back to Collins. Good on the wing. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Brunson.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Cauley Stein passes to Jackson. Brunson scanning the floor. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Jackson. It's stolen by Little. Outside Hood. Knocks it loose. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
J.J. Barea checked in for Dallas. And it's Rodney Hood with the three. Hood's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for Portland.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
It's good on the putback.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Hood against Wright. From deep. Hood can't get it to go.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
yeah.
oh, ouch. Pass to Swanigan. Here's Simons. Nice move. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time. 1:50 left here in the fourth quarter. Barea looking for an opening. Jackson from long range. Swanigan pulls it in. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Hood for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Hood's got 9 points here in the second half.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Jackson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Dallas, Justin Jackson.
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Jackson. Portland's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Trailblazers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
There's 48 seconds left in the game. Outside Jackson to the right side. Dallas moving the ball around. And Wright kicks to Barea. In the corner, Wright with it. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas no good that time either. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 16-7 run. Good on the wing. From the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Jackson. The pass to Marjanovic. Here's Barea. Marjanovic passes to Jackson. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right back and welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3. And for Dallas, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
Big time flush by Doncic. Man, this young fella really has a lot of game.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
And so here is Dallas. The Clippers getting the bucket. On to Hardaway. Doncic outside. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Dallas moving it around. Hardaway finds Porzingis. No good from outside. On offense, here are the Clippers. Morris with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. The shot by George, wide open. No good on the 3.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Doncic showing you his ability to finish. I really respect his aggressiveness in taking it to the hoop and handling contact.
Now, here's George. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Finney-Smith can't get it to go. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beverley, it's rebounded by Doncic. Dallas has gone 0 4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. From the wing. Oh, he misses the dunk. Finney-Smith's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. Here's George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Powell, the pass to Finney-Smith. Doncic kicks to Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, I tell you what, George has tremendous bounce ability. It's always fun to see him launch and throw it down.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently. How about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
On the wing, Jackson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Jackson certainly doesn't lack confidence. A speedy guard who can fill it up in no time.
Billy Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Powell. The Mavericks leading. Brunson finds Kleba. 1:46 left to play here in the first. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the back rim.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
It's easy to forget about Jackson's bunnies, but he's more than happy to remind you. Well, you know, teams look for +6s, players whose wingspans exceed their height by a half foot. Montrezl Harrell is a 6'7" player with a 7'4" wingspan. If you're struggling with the math, ladies and gentlemen, that's a +9.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 5 now.
Seth Curry is one of the very few guys in the league that has that kind of range.
Pass to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Fires for 3. Another 3 for Dallas. Clippers trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot in game clock, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And with his vertical reach, you expect Cauley Stein to be a factor on the offensive glass.
Green kicks to Williams. There's the pass to Shamet. He feeds it to Harrell. From 8. With 4 seconds on the clock. The baseline jumper goes down.
Harrell is a modern big man. He can stretch it, and he doesn't have to always be inside to be productive for this team.
We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Recently, we spoke with Patrick Beverley about his throwback style.
Old school basketball, you know, and it's fun.
Now, pound for pound, Greg, Beverley may be the most physical player in the league.
And he also gets in your head. It's a combination that allows him to get stops against guys as big as Kevin Durant.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Boy, grinding it out on the glass. They've really been working for those points.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Montrezl Harrell, Reggie Jackson out there with Lou Williams, and it's Green, and it's Shamet in at the small forward position. And it's Doncic missing. The Clippers trail. Williams dishes to Green. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here are the Mavericks now. Dallas has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep three-point range, offensive rebound Mavericks. The Clippers shooting has been terrific, 54% on the game. Williams passes to Shamet. Williams against Doncic. Back to Shamet. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Porzingis comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Clippers, Marcus Morris comes in for Jermichael Green. And it's Leonard in for Landry Shamet. Now here's Curry. Following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Drains it from beyond the arc.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
Williams kicks to Jackson. Oh, Leonard in position.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Porzingis finds Curry. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And Clark, the second time was the charm for Seth Curry. Last season, he returned to Dallas after they let him go to Portland for a year.
Greg, sometimes we've seen it on the court. Sometimes we see it in life. I mean, you don't miss something until you don't have it. And Seth is more than just a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's also a very reliable ball handler. He's unselfish. He doesn't take anything for granted. He plays hungry, and Dallas realized the mistake they'd made and went about correcting it.
Now here's Cauley Stein. The shot by Curry. Porzingis passes to Cauley Stein. On its way from Curry for 2. Offensive rebound.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks with some changes. Now he's checked in for Cauley Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Seth Curry. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Paul George comes in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. Now here's Beverley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
You've simply got to get out on Porzingis. I mean, his three-point shot is a big part of his game.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now here's Hardaway. Misses the 3. 1:11 left in the first half of basketball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, you really have to like how...
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Right, he's checked in for Luka Doncic.
And every single season, Paul George has kicked his game up another level. I think he's a premier two-way forward who gets it done at both ends.
Now here's Porzingis. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .58 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Beverley. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Yeah, you can't leave a lane to the basket available for Beverley, because if you do, he jumps on it quickly.
Now here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Powell.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Morris kicks to Leonard. From 6 feet. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Passes it to Morris. Zubac with it. Out left to the wing. Beverley finds George. The 3. That shot misses. With 1 on the clock, and the rejection by Zubac. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Clippers on top, up 3. It's time now to go courtside as well. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the... Bad.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Seth Curry displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Doncic passes to Powell. Hardaway for 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got the game tied up here for Dallas. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
That's to Doncic. Here's Finney Smith. That 3 off the mark. Clippers have gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. Here's Leonard. Now the feed to Morris. Back to Leonard for 3. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got rebound number 8 now on the night.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Hardaway, no good.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And it's Harrell missing. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
Harrell. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Porzingis has got the ball. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Dallas moving it around. And stolen by Harrell. Everly with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Love the unselfishness of Beverly. I mean, when he sees his teammate wide open, he quickly gets him the ball.
On the wing, Hardaway. Now Doncic. Back to Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. The 3 from Porzingis. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Mavericks with the rebound. Finney Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Back to Hardaway. Here's Finney Smith. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
On the wing, Morris. Headed by Porzingis. From deep, George. The Mavericks pull it in. Powell's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a 3-point play. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Harrell. Jermichael Green comes in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamit's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's George. And that one, good. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
It's Curry outside. Offensive rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
For Los Angeles, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line. Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Paul George. Here's Green. No good on the shot. Now Dallas takes it the other way. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Wright. And Wright throws it down hard.
You know, guys like Wright, the energy he brings is contagious and good for the whole team. He never lets up, always going full throttle.
Over in the corner, Williams. Jackson has the open look. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Right from outside, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Clippers lead by 5. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mavericks trailed by 5. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, we've got Williams. Landry Shamet is out there with Montrezl Harrell. And there's Jackson, and it's Zubats in at the center position. And the rejection by Zubats. Jackson gets the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Williams. It's tipped. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. The pull-up. Curry with another miss.
Certainly not the kind of night he was looking for at the offensive end, and it's had a ripple effect on the team.
Jackson trying to break free, and that one drops for him. And the Clippers lead by 9.
And guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
Brunson kicks to Kleba. Just 5 to shoot. Buries it from 3-point range.
Boy, you cannot let Hardaway Jr. get going like this, guys. I mean, once he's in that rhythm and flow, it's bad news for the defense.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Mike Powell comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. To the inside, and the basket by Jackson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
The kick out to Williams. Clippers moving the ball around. Doncic against Jackson. Fires from deep. The Mavericks pull it in. The 3 for Doncic. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Outside for Jackson. Pass to Williams. To the left side wing. Lets it go from 11, and that one goes long.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
But they'll get another chance.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
And Powell unafraid to take big shots, fully confident in his ability to knock them down.
Here's the break. From deep. Hardaway, no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that. And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And the dunk by Jackson.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Powell, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. Clippers leading by 11.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Clippers.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was from Montrezl Harrell.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
So good at figuring out ways to get inside. Seth Curry working on improving this part of his game.
Now the pass to Zubac. Here's Shamet. Off target from outside. And so Curry will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got it back down to within single digits for the Mavs. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul. Substitution.
From deep, George drills the three-pointer. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty... All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There's a look at downtown Los Angeles from the air. We're coming to you live from the Staples Center. It's the NBA. Hey, Dave.
Well, guys,
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Nurkic, and it's Ariza in at the 3. And for the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard is out there with Morris. Oh, what a beautiful play!
Intensity, did you see that? Great. And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Basket good.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Outside Leonard passes to George. Morris right side. To the middle, 6 to shoot. Nurkic with the steal. And now Portland on the break. Anthony leading the charge. Nurkic trying to get open, and that one's good. Lillard.
Well, there's never going to be hesitation from Lillard on his catch-and-shoot opportunities. His confidence through the roof on those.
The shot by George, wide open. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Portland. It's a 3-point game. Cullen passes to Nurkic. Shoots over Zubac. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, you expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
In the corner, George with it. For the 3. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Lillard outside. And it's off the back rim. No good. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morris with the bucket.
How about the strength of Morris, shrugging off the D and nailing the shot?
For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. They trail by 3. McCollum outside. Fires, high post, and that's good for 2.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Morris, no good. Trailblazers have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. McCollum against George, and it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. And a wide open look for McCollum. Off target from 3-point range. And so Green will bring it up for Los Angeles. Here's Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Flattening the lottery odds, Greg. Do you think that's worked out as intended?
You don't hear as many predictions about who's going to get the 1 pick or the 2nd pick. I think that's good for the players and the fans. You don't want anyone rooting for you to lose.
No, absolutely not. Rodney Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
It's Williams with the drive. Great D that time from Hood. Trailblazers trail by 3. Little dishes to Collins. To the inside. Right side, good.
So long Whiteside can go over or around defenders. Nice touch, too.
Williams kicks to Jackson. Pass to Shamet. And the three off target. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Collins finds Hood. Portland moving the ball around. To the wing on the left. The wide open shot by Little. Here's Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Amongst the best hitting the offensive glass. Whiteside can pile up those second chance points.
Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. Left side, Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Collins. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Here's Little. The putback. Jackson trying to break free. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Harrell, the pass to Jackson. Floats it up there for Harrell. And stolen by Hood. There's the feed to Whiteside.
Yeah, and that's what you like about Whiteside. I mean, the rim protection, the rebounding, the intimidation factor. I mean, still developing as an offensive player, making strides, but not there yet.
He doesn't get the second one. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Portland out in front. They're up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. Just catching up with Montrezl Harrell.
That's what I play with, a lot of passion.
Greg, I know you agree. Few guys bring his brand of intensity.
And he's added skills. He's a threat to score on the blocks. He passes out of double teams. Harrell's one of the more improved players over the last few years.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Well, it's part of their strategy coming in. No.
Whoa, what a finish! Run that back. I want to see the replay now.
Guys, not much more a defender can do in that situation. Harrell with the focus and the strength to just power through the contact.
And a wide open look for Hood. No good with the triple. The Clippers trail. Jackson kicks to Shamet. Back to Jackson. And stolen by Whiteside. Here's the break. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Jermichael Green. Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. Paul George, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. And the wide open shot from Morris. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
And a bounce-back season for Whiteside. Got the minutes he wanted with Portland and showed he could still be an impact player.
Yeah, he showed he's still a monster when it comes to blocks and rebounds. This year will be the most telling with Whiteside. Got a new deal. I want to see if he keeps pushing himself or reverts to lazy play.
Hood kicks to Whiteside. Here's Lillard. Portland again missing.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Here's George. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
Yeah, Whiteside won't allow that. You have to work way harder to outplay a blocker of his talent.
Lillard with the bucket.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
Portland leading by 4. Hood with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And there's the pass to Lillard. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Hood in the corner. Portland needs to get off a shot. Right side, no good. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And Harrell slams it in.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Lillard with no one around. Cans it from downtown. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Leonard dishes to George. The tray. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by George. Leonard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Little. To the wing right side. Lillard outside. Here's Trent. Outside Hood. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Lillard, the pass to Little. Back to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Leonard's got 5 points so far.
Not afraid to get physical there. Leonard makes the shot in spite of the contact.
Here's Lillard. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Yeah, the defender just couldn't quite close the gap all the way and got burned for it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Harrell. Lays it up off the glass. Harrell's got 6 points in the quarter.
3 straight baskets in transition now. They'll want to end that trend in a hurry.
And that one's good. Lillard.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
Leonard on the wing. Front past the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pass break. Here we go. Here's Lillard. And Portland again with the bucket. Just 4 seconds left in the first half. From deep, George. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They didn't. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Really an incredible game from Lillard.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the small forward. 2 points, that one goes. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Well, that's a tough one. You know, you gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts. Lillard from outside. Gets a hand on it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Now it's a 7-point Trailblazer lead.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
So, for the Clippers, Landry Shamet's checked in for Leonard. Williams comes in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. McCollum against Williams. Feeds it to Carmelo. Lets it fly from 18. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Morris. Excellent D there from Anthony. Portland leading by 5. A 3 from McCollum. Ariza kicks to Lillard. Clock at 6. Count that one.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in. Zach Collins checked in for Portland. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Nurkic finds McCollum. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. But they recover it. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for Portland.
Playing with such physicality on the offensive glass. I mean, Nurkic awesome at slamming misses in.
That one drops for him.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball in rhythm.
To the paint. It's stolen by Green. Now the Clippers moving it up. Williams leading the charge. The alley-oop layup, very well done. Now just a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look. No, he just caught the defense napping. He shoots a very high percentage from 3-point range when there's no hand in his face.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Ariza passes to Nurkic. A 3 from McCollum. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Jackson has the open look, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Green. And Portland with a change here, too. Trent's checked in. Back to Nurkic. Dishes to Carmelo. Launches a 3. Not going to go that time. And the Clippers will come the other way. Williams attacking. Down low. Jackson kicks to Leonard. 1:05 left to play in the third. 6 on the shot clock. And the layup's good off the glass. Leonard's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. 43 seconds left to play here in the third, and the shot goes in.
And McCullough is fantastic at running the screen and roll. He knows how to use the pick to get space to shoot.
Kicks it out to Leonard, passes it to Shamet. Back to Leonard, lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. Pass to Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead. And stolen by Ariza. Here's Trent. The pass to Nurkic. Anthony with it. Here's Trent. The 3 from McCollum. It's off. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, you see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Morris is out there with Harrell. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's George in at the 2 guard. That's who's out there for the Clippers. McCollum outside. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Anthony. Over Morris. That one wide left.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
And they're able to recover. Outside, George cans the shot with nobody near him. George has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Clippers. Lillard outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Right at the free throw line, and the basket by McCollum.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
Well, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Leonard finds George. Oh, Morris in position. And here's McCollum. Now here's Anthony. At the elbow, it's Lillard. Whiteside. And Whiteside stays right with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 8.
Well, that's what happens when you don't box out Whiteside. He's an explosive athlete with good timing.
The 3 from Morris. Up again. Harrell on the foul.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Lillard looking around. Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And not many guys in the league are bigger than Whiteside, which makes him a legit threat to dunk.
Oh, Morris in position. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Zubac is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. Lillard outside. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Clock at 4. Second shot opportunity. Good. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Once Lillard gets going, it's fun to watch. I mean, he attacks with such ferocity.
There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter of this one. George finds Leonard, shoots the 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Trailblazers moving the ball around. McCollum outside. They get it back.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip.
Beverley, the pass to Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
And in college, Leonard was a 25% shooter from 3. Boy, how times have changed.
3-pointer, Lillard. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. Here's George. Morris trying to free himself up. No good there. Portland's gone ice cold from three-point land. 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Kicks it out to Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And a deep three from Lillard. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Lillard's got 30.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but just wasn't enough.
From deep. McCollum, no good. George, that's a two-pointer. Ariza with the rebound. Deflects the pass. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. The Margaret, and before we get going, let's hear from...
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks had...
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Anthony, and it's Ariza in at the 3. And for the Mavericks, inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. Stolen by McCollum. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Nobody near Lillard. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for the Trailblazers.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. And he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Ariza passes to Nurkic. 4 on the clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. The offensive rebound. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Stolen by McCollum. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. And a wide open look for McCollum. Drops one in from the wing.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Here's Finney Smith. Nurkic with the block. Here's McCollum. That one good for 2.
Well, McCollum undersized at his position, at least in terms of his strength. But he can play that way because he competes. That's a tough one there.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. McCollum deciding where to go with it. No good on the triple. For Dallas, they've gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Hardaway passes to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Here's Lillard. Rebounded by Hardaway. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Porzingis can't hit. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lillard from outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They trail by 1. Pass to Hardaway. The 3. No good on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Lillard has the open look, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost, leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
Powell pulls it in.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Inside, Finney Smith. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Dallas shooting their first free throws of this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Little gets the bucket.
Yeah, Hood does a good job there of surveying the floor and being ready to deliver the pass.
Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Curry with the three. Doesn't get it to drop for him. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Collins finds Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Well, this is why Whiteside has a high percentage in terms of his field goals. Creates a job inside that he can get done.
Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Again, the miss by the Mavericks. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And a wide open look for Hood. Drills the three-pointer. Hood's got 5 points so far.
Hey, you want to chase Rodney Hood off the three-point line. He could be dangerous from there.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We come back right after this. When Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping him.
I think in the past, anytime I got into...
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Trailblazers, we've got Rodney Hood. Collins is out there with Whiteside. Then it's Little, and it's Trent in at the point guard. And the three ball is good.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And, you know, if you only look at the box score for Zach Collins, then you're missing the whole picture. He's a terrific defender.
I agree with you, GA. I think his scoring is going to come, but obviously they have potent guard play, and that's not much needed. What is needed is on the interior, him being active as a big man and defending around the rim. It is something that Zach Collins is capable of doing.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Curry. And a switch here also for Portland. Damian Lillard's checked in for Collins. And Lillard gets it to go.
Well, Lillard and Steph Curry, we talk about their unlimited range on display that time from Damian.
From deep. He doesn't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Hood gets the bucket.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
And Wright kicks to Doncic. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Down low. The kick out to Wright. 5 to shoot. Doncic passes to Cauley Stein. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Will it go? And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Pass to Hood. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. Doncic has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cauley Stein passes to Wright. Fires the three. Little with the rebound. And here's Portland. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Oh, Whiteside in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
As soon as that pass was released, Whiteside's eyes lit up, and he finishes that off with some style.
And the shot goes down.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out to the wing. Lillard surveying the D. Offline with his three. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 16-point game. And Wright kicks to Kleba. Brunson the pass to Doncic. A three-pointer off the mark. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Pass to Lillard. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
It's right on the wing. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Great energy on the deflection, and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Porzingis is coming in for Maxi Kleba. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Hardaway is subbed in for DeLon Wright.
Yeah, the body language right now is not looking good for this basketball team. The game might be out of reach, but they have to avoid mistakes like that.
Mavericks making a switch here. Curry's checked in. Anthony left side. McCollum right side. Over Hardaway. Portland no good that time either. Mavericks trailed by 18. The pass to Finney-Smith. Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. Feeds to Curry. Right wing. Here's Powell. And it's Portland with the rebound. And here are the Blazers. They're on a 15-5 run. And the basket by McCollum.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Powell. Pass to Curry. On the wing, Hardaway. It's Curry. That time on the assist from Hardaway. Curry's got his first basket.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Lillard. Shoots over Curry. And so it's Portland holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter.
Thanks, guys. Here with head coach Terry Stotts. Coach, what has gone right for your team so far?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basket. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They are in control of this game, up by 18. And that should do it with the second half about to begin.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half with. Trailblazers leading by 21. Anthony with it. Hardaway picks him up. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Ariza. The 3 from Anthony. They get the rebound. Nurkic the pass to Ariza. Lillard outside. Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Here's the 3. At the tip. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got his first 2 points of the night.
And Nurkic did a great job just keeping the motor running.
Powell kicks to Doncic. That shot no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And that's now 8 points for C.J. McCollum. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
The three for Doncic. Portland grabs the miss.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
The Mavericks have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Now coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Just so good off the pass. McCollum's set up and ready at all times.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Connects from three-point range. Hardaway has got 7 points in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's 1:34 left in the third quarter. Over to the left wing. Doncic passes to Porzingis. From deep three-point range. The shot that time not on target. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-5 run here. Three-pointer, Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Out to Anthony. To the left wing. Lillard left side. From downtown. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. To the left side wing. Porzingis with the ball. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Powell dishes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And the pass to Finney-Smith. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. For Dallas, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. The first free throw is good, and the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Porzingis. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Hardaway. And it's DeLon Wright in for Luka Doncic. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Little kicks to McCollum. Out to the wing. Here's Trent. Launches it. Nailed from three-point land. Trent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Mavericks shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. On the floor for Portland, Collins plays the 4 with Nurkic at the 5. Then it's Little. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at point. Out left to the wing. Nurkic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And finished off by Nurkic.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Back to Brunson. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Blazers ball.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Here's Simons. Hood for 3. But they get it back. Little kicks to Hood and stolen by Wright. Jackson from long range. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Whiteside's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Simons has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Brunson the pass to Jackson. And here is Wright. Dallas moving the ball around. Over to the left wing. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. The tray. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Bogdanovic checked in for Dallas. Barea comes in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
Here's Whiteside. No good on the quick 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Barea the pass to Cauley-Stein. That one goes. Count it.
Now they're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Hood deciding where to go with it. Fires for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Pass to Cauley-Stein. It's right on the wing. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
And here's Barea outside. Good on the triple. Barea's got himself going with the triple, his 1st basket of the game. For 3. Offensive rebound. Out to Hood. Launches a 3. And it's Hood again missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Here's Collins, and finished off by Collins.
Collins sees an opening, gets to the opening, and drives in.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Trailblazers.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And we watched them all night long. No one could really stop them. Just another excellent game it was for Damian Lillard.
He was tough to cover all game long. One of those nights when he felt like nobody could stop him, and they didn't.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Swanigan, he's checked in for Portland. Mario Hezonja comes in for Little.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And they're on the break. Pushing it up. Here's Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Can they get it? It's deflected. Outside Hood. For the three. Collins. Great positioning on the putback.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And right, here we go. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Off target from outside. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So A look from before as the Clippers made their way to the locker room, hoping to put on a show for their fans here tonight. The busy free.
Good evening, Kevin.
What a story. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Luka Doncic out there with Hardaway. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Ivica Zubac. Morris is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Hardaway has got the first points of the night for the Mavs. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. We're about 1 minute into the first. Outside Hardaway. Some nice passing here by Dallas. The 3 for Doncic. It's held in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. A 3 from Leonard. Nice D from Doncic.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Passes it to Finney-Smith. Now here's Porzingis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scorers. Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm. Can't fault the play call, even though he couldn't convert. That's a good shot.
In the corner, George with it. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And Porzingis puts up a deep 3. And Doncic is right there.
And you want more of this from Doncic. He's good at reading shot trajectories. Love his aggressiveness.
Here's Morris. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
The 3 for Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Powell kicks to Doncic. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Porzingis has got 5.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Beverly for 3. That one's not going to go. Nice D from Doncic. Pass break, Dallas. Here's Finney-Smith. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Good on the shot.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
To the wing on the left. Here's Finney-Smith. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
In OKC, Paul George showed he could be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And so here is Dallas. The Clippers getting the button. They grabbed their own miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
We know Beverly's ability as a defender, but don't underestimate his ability as a distributor. He has good vision.
And PG, you know, he has the versatility to succeed in different roles. Doesn't have to dominate the ball.
Yes, and if anything, he's more comfortable scoring within the flow of the offense. With his all-around impact, doesn't need to force things to make winning plays. But if you need him to, he can.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
A three from Morris. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Back to Hardaway. No good on the 3. Clippers trail by 7. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That's lit right there, courtesy of Kawhi's natural explosiveness.
Leonard with the steal. Leans inside, and the jumper is good. Leonard's got 8.
I mean, no one really near him, but still, he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
Finney-Smith kicks to Hardaway. Over in the corner, Doncic. From outside, off the mark. Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And what do you think, guys, about Dallas here in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
You can do everything else right, but if you fail to take care of the defensive glass, you're killing your chances.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Williams is out there with Jackson. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Harrell in at the center, filling out the middle. Mavericks leading by 7. To the inside, Curry. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Curry's got his first points of the game.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And it's Shamet missing. Mavericks have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Los Angeles with another miss. Now here's Cauley-Stein. He's covered by Shamet, and that one's good. Right.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Fast break, Dallas. Curry's got the ball. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Clippers trail by 15. Williams kicks to Jackson. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Pass to Green. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Green's got his first points of the night.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by Dallas.
Curry outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Outside, Green. Harrell trying to free himself up. Shots good by Green. Green's got 4 this quarter. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And pushing it up, here's the Clippers, and it's Shamet missing.
And for his offense, this has just been a brutal period.
Wright controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Wright's got 5 now.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Williams passes to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
A trickier cover than he gets credit for. Jermichael Green catches the defender out of position.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Harrell. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Landry Shamet. George is checked in for Lou Williams. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for DeLon Wright. Hardaway's checked in for Seth Curry. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 18.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles, for your money, is Kawhi Leonard the best player in the world?
Great question. I know one player, the Greek Freak, might have something to say about that. No less than Michael Jordan himself called Kawhi the best two-way player in the game. That's a very strong endorsement from MJ.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Dallas leading by 18. Up the floor. Here's Finney-Smith. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Beverly dishes to Morris. Puts up a 3. Rebounded by Hardaway. The Mavericks shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Rollie Stein kicks to Doncic. Dallas again missing. Morris outside. Outside for George. 3 seconds left. And here's Leonard from 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding a big 18.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm and Kenny, along with the incredible production Luka Doncic gives his leader. And that should do it.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And the Mavericks with possession here. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. On the floor for Dallas. Inside of the 4 and the 5, Porzingis and Powell. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And the shot goes in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And Los Angeles guys shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. The 3 from George. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
And his rhythm, it's been way off. The goal now might be to get him something easy at the rim so he can just see the ball go in through the net, and that helps.
And here's Porzingis for a 3. It's hauled in by Beverly. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Filing to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And 88 from the line a season ago. He was one of the best shooters in the league.
And he makes that one. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he shot foul shots at about a 75% clip a season ago.
The free throw drops for Zubac. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Marcus Morris. Landry Shamet comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Lou Williams is checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverley. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Porzingis. DeLon Wright comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Curry's checked in for Hardaway. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Doncic. Here's Shamet, following the score by Dallas. Zubac the pass to Harrell. Curry with a wide open look. Here's Powell. The kick out to right over Jackson. The putback. It's good on the putback. Powell's got 4 points this quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Stolen by Brunson. 2 on none. No one back to stop this. Launches the three, and Seth Curry gets the three. Curry's got 11.
And hard to pass on that good a look from three-point range, even if you've got a clear path to the basket.
Jackson passes to Zubac.
Good vision, good decision by Reggie. Pushing for a better shot, finds an open man.
And at his peak, Reggie Jackson is one of the better guards in the league. He's still got that confidence.
Yes, he does. Injury slowed him down, but still able to create his shot anytime he wants.
Williams gets the bucket.
Not many guys change end-to-end faster than Lou. Hard to match up with in the open floor.
Here's Powell, and it's in there. Powell's got his third basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
There's Jackson with the three. That shot missing. Now Dallas takes it the other way.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Outside for Curry. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
It's amazing. All night he's been out of sync on the offensive end, yet they continue to lead.
Powell finds Kleba. It's Curry outside. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Shamet with it. Wright's there. And stolen by Wright. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Drains it from beyond the arc. He's got 14.
That's just great court recognition there. He saw the D pack in the lane on the break, so he calmly rolls up and drained the transition three.
Wright dishes to Curry. Again, Curry missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Brunson against Jackson. Now, here's Shamet. Tight defense on him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Williams passes to Shamet. Los Angeles with another miss. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Brunson kicks to Curry. Over Williams, and it's Dallas with another.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting buried tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
And here is Powell. The pass to Kleba, stolen by Jackson. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Mavericks on top, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Jermichael Green. He's out there with Paul George. And it's Patterson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Barea. The 3 for Doncic. The long-distance 3 is buried. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great, great human being.
And it's Magruder missing. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Doncic kicks to Barea. That one off the back iron and out.
It can be a little disheartening when you do everything right and come away with nothing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Patterson, that's good.
Patterson is so active and efficient with his movements inside.
Doncic passes to CLA Stein. Back to Doncic. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Both teams will make substitutions. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Now here's Hardaway. Over George with the putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And while they have the lead, they're not doing nearly as much work on the offensive boards as they did in that first half.
Here's Beverly. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
CLA Stein's shot is good.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
And you know, the adjustments should have already been made. They know he's a good shooter from that spot.
Morris with the bucket.
I mean, a great look by Kawhi, aware of what the defense is trying to do, understands the spacing.
Bounce pass Barea. CLA Stein kicks to Jackson. Kept alive, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. DeLon Wright comes in for Hardaway. Barea dishes to Powell. The three. Powell. The tip in on the offensive rebound. Powell's got 10 points here in the second half.
The uncanny ability to time the tip in. He does this night in and night out.
And that one's good, Leonard.
Great rhythm on the catch and shoot. Kawhi showing us what's good.
And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Pass to Powell. From about 16, the putback. It's good on the putback.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
Zubac finds George. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Though he doesn't show a lot of expression, PG-13 is ultra competitive. Claps back from distance.
Right, that's a two-pointer. A second chance effort. Outside for Jackson. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14. Passes it to Barea. Missed it, even after all those chances. George passes to Morris. Beverly for three. Rebounded by Jackson. From deep three-point range, and it's Wright missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
The shot by George, wide open. No good with the triple. Stolen by Zubac to the middle. And George gets it to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were, thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good. the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Ivica Zubac is out there with Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Got a hand on it. And here we go with Morris running it up the court by himself. And Morris throws it down.
Wow, and Morris just trucking it down the court, showing a real desire to finish it in transition.
Lillard outside. Fires from deep. Here's Nurkic out to Anthony. George against McCollum. Another shot. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers. Oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Now, here's Lillard. Count it. Good.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. And that one is good from Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
McCollum finds Lillard. Shot, high post. The Clippers grab the miss.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
And that one's good. Leonard.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Lillard outside. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Stolen by Zubac. Here's George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on a reason.
And, guys, George puts pressure on an opponent at both ends of the court. Lockdown D at one, aggressive to get his own at the other.
Whiteside's checked in for Portland. Little comes in for Trevor Ariza. And then for the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac. Landry Shamet comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Now, here's Lillard. Portland, no good that time either.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Williams gets the bucket. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. Leonard. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Leonard's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
McCollum outside. Pass to Little. Whiteside with it. Little kicks to Lillard. Trains the three-pointer. Lillard's got his third basket of the night right there.
Outside shot of Lillard is pure. I mean, he always seems to have the look when it's going in.
Trailblazers trail by 7. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Shamet. That one doesn't drop. Portland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now, here's Lillard. He's tightly guarded. It's on target from the high post. He's got 9.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
And that one's good. Jam it.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard left side. From the high post. And again, it's Portland converted.
Love how assured Lillard is from this spot. He's a confident shooter. He likes pulling up from anywhere.
And Harrell slams it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Clippers ahead, up 7. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
Taking a look at Los Angeles, they've got Morris. Jermichael Green is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then there's Reggie Jackson, and it's Williams at the 2-guard spot.
And that isn't easy, folks. But Williams has an ability to stay in control even under duress.
For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Whiteside. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for McCollum. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Zubats is checked in. Here's Hood. And the call. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Nurkic with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Ahead. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Ariza.
And that's how they're going to trim this lead. Play tough D, force some turnovers, and then push it in transition.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Collins.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Now, here's Zubats. Clock at 4. Green, the pass to Zubats. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Trailblazers trail by 8. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Pass to Trent. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Around the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof.
Wow.
I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. I'm going to agree with you. Zubats, that's good.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Trent passes to Nurkic. Hood for 3. The shot comes out, and the Clippers will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Here's Beverly, and the rejection by Collins.
This is the defense Collins brings to the table. Excellent at knowing when to go after blocks.
Lillard's checked in for Rodney Hood. And here's Morris for three. Collins grabs the miss. Trailblazers trail by 9. And then Lillard slams it in.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They get a hand on it. Green finds Zubats. And here's Beverly to the paint. Tips it. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Trent. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Here's Zubats. Great D that time from Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Back to Lillard. 1:44 left to play in the first half. Count that one.
Pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
It's blocked. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Shoots from the baseline. And again, it's Portland converted.
Yeah, and the defense has been on their back heels with the way they've been running the ball up the floor.
Beverly dishes to Green. To the inside. Zubats the pass to Morris. Down low. It's stolen by Ariza. Here's Trent. Guarded by Jackson. Collins. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Clippers again turning it over.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Landry Shamit's checked in for Los Angeles. Jackson kicks to Beverly. Morris dishes to Green. And good that time.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
A different look for the Clippers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Morris. Leonard comes in for Patrick Beverly. Lou Williams is subbed in for Jackson. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 15-5 run. Lillard scanning the floor. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good on the three-point shot. McCollum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on.
Green passes to Harrell. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for 1 more at the line. That one's on Anthony.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard against Williams. Tries it from 19. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Whiteside's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
You got to keep Whiteside off the glass because he's a huge threat to put misses back in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we had. Right out of the gates, it was the Clippers setting the tone. And he really was a throw-in. And that's a wrap with the third quarter of...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Trevor Ariza, and it's Nurkic in at the 5.
And Trevor Ariza, a different player now than he once was, but during his prime, he was as athletic as anybody on the floor.
You say that again, G.A. And he's done a good job adjusting his game as he's grown older. He went from mostly a slasher to a 3-and-D player. I mean, it's allowed him to have a lengthy career.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. This one for 3. Ariza passes to Nurkic. Kicks it out to Ariza. Leonard against Lillard, and Portland again with the bucket.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
George looking around to the middle. Leonard inside. Anthony on him. Great positioning on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. But that was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And Portland making a change here. Hood's checked in. Goes back up. Anthony kicks to Hood. There's the triple. Rebound by Harrell. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Nobody near Leonard. Rebounded by Anthony.
Oh, the defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Stolen by Beverly. George with the ball. Now defended by McCollum. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Here's Nurkic, and he uses the glass on the layup. Nurkic has got 4 this quarter.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chance.
From deep, George, and the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hood, the pass to Anthony. Free throw line jump shot. The shot misses. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And George, here we go. Makes it off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
McCollum against Beverly. Takes the 13-footer, and he hits the jump shot. McCollum's got it all tied up now for Portland.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Harrell up top. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Good work there as it goes.
And improving as a shot maker every year. Harrell has to be accounted for defensively.
Here's McCollum. Here's Nurkic. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And the layup falls. Now it's a 4-point Los Angeles lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's been cold, and it's been hurting him. The D, I mean, was ready for him. He hasn't been able to solve it. Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
McCollum, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot hit his shots to drop.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 32 seconds left in the third. Jackson dishes to Harrell. Over Whiteside. Misses off the left iron. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Trent, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
No good that time. And he banks in the layup. Trent's got 7. It could go. No good on the last second attempt there. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Los Angeles on top. They lead by a bucket. From Portland, we're back in a moment. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. So for the Clippers right now, they're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle. Jackson is out there with Lou Williams, and it's Shamet in at the 3, the small forward. There's the pass to Trent. Lillard, right side, and another turnover here by Portland. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubac is checked in. Clippers leading by 4. Williams inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That is his first foul of the game. Williams against Lillard. Here's Trent. Back to Lillard. Five to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And the rejection by Zubac. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Clippers lead by 6.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Lillard against Williams. Lillard outside. And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's Lillard missing. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That'll be his second foul of the game. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Portland. Clippers leading by 6. Outside Williams. Outside Jackson. From past the arc. And it's Portland with the rebound. Whiteside's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Portland moving the ball around. And the jam by Whiteside.
This is the 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
That one goes in.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Inside, Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Shamet kicks to Harrell. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nurkic checked in for Whiteside. And then for Los Angeles, Morris is checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And George is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. It's George on the wing. The kick out to Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Let's go. And there's George. That's good on the assist by Williams. 10 points for Paul George.
And boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch and shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
But they recover it. Clippers leading by 6. There's Shamet. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's on Damian Lillard.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. To the paint. Nurkic, the pass to Lillard. Back to Nurkic. And the rejection by Zubac. Pass to George. Rebounded by Anthony.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the play.
Nobody near Lillard. Sinks the triple. Lillard's got 24 points.
All right, I'm telling you, don't let Lillard get in rhythm. Once he's feeling it, he's going to burn you on every possession.
Here's Williams. Here's Zubac. Outside for George. Over Trent. They shoot again. Zubac, no good. And it's Ariza with the ball for Portland. They trail by 6. Lillard from outside. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
Here's George. Yes!
And there was a time when folks said George wasn't a clutch shooter. Remember? Not anymore, people.
Lillard outside. Off target with his 3.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. There's 39 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Outside, George. Lets it go with a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And now an 8-point Clipper lead.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And nothing fancy, really, about that play. That's just good old-fashioned, hard-nosed basketball to get that one.
Leonard. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. From deep. And that falls.
I like watching Lillard shoot when he's in rhythm.
David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg...